Good day, everybody. Bernard King and my great eye face football. Back, everybody. How you guys doing on this terrific Tuesday? This is your daily NFL and college football news blitz. So, first things first, in the NFL. Of course, you know there have been 10 new head coach hirings in the NFL. And because of that, these coaches want to try to get their feet wet, get their players acclimated to the systems and things of that nature. So, yesterday, it started off with Baltimore. They kicked off voluntary offseason workouts for Baltimore. Now, today, which is Tuesday, April 7th, the remainder 9 will be starting their voluntary workouts, things of that nature. So, all in all, with these 10 teams, the Ravens, the Falcons, the Cardinals, the Bills, the Browns, the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Giants, the Steelers, and the Titans. All these teams are relatively starting voluntary workouts. Well, they started yesterday, but the other 9 will start today. So, we'll see how this whole thing goes down in terms of, how these players can acclimate to, their coaches and things of that nature. Now, moving on, speaking of which, with the Giants, Dexter Lawrence is requesting a trade. So, on defensive tackle of the Giants, Dexter Lawrence requesting a trade. We'll see what his possible. Well, I don't know what his landing spots will be, but hopefully the Giants can get something out of him, and they can maybe some draft picks, this and the other. Now, speaking of draft picks, moving on. With the Vikings firing Quasi Adolfo Mensa. He was fired as the GM of the Vikings this offseason, so they will not be searching for a new GM until after the NFL draft, which is, probably concludes, I think the 26th, if I'm not mistaken. Moving on to some other football news. Now, the NFL and the NFL Referees Association is relatively going back to the negotiating table to hammer out the details. Hopefully they can get a new ratified collective bargaining agreement done before the season starts and things of that nature. So the NFL will be sending some decision makers to the table this time. So pretty much, I think some traction is probably going to get made on the NFL Referees Association and on the NFL. They can conclude with the new collective bargaining agreement, things of that nature. So we'll see how that goes down. Now, moving on to college. It's not football related. However, well, it is football related. Just a slight bit. The Wolverines, the Michigan Wolverines, are national champs. They really needed a facelift and an uplift. This comes after the Sharon Moore debacle about the head coaching scandal and Dayton person scandal, him being locked up and things of that nature and putting a dark cloud on their football program. So they kind of needed that. Congratulations to the Wolverines. Y'all got the energy. See you soon. Holla.